In today's video, I let my viewers of a live stream build a mini Battle Royale map in Fortnite Creative. If you go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it's entirely free and it truly does help me out a lot. And if you want to do a little bit more than that, you can use my creator code FULLMOON in the Fortnite item shop. And with all that being said, let's get into today's video. So, we're going to be... Team A is 8 people, Team B is 8 people, or however the math breaks down. You're going to get 30 minutes to build this map, and then the next team is going to come in, Team B, and they're going to get 30 minutes to do it. And if we can shape this up to have mechanics, then we're going to play. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go! Get building, get building, get building, get building, get building. Alright, so Adam's building like the snow mountain biome. I like this a lot. Seems like we're going for a modular terrain-esque map, which I'm a big fan of. We got this grass biome, unlawful. He looks to be building some cabin floors maybe, and he's got a road going on. Love that. Love that. And this is the, I believe that's the middle of the island. Sort of middle. Oh, we got some POI names as well. Spooky Spikes. So this is Chapter 5 Demon's Domain. Biome pieces, so I love that. Oh, there's pumpkins everywhere. I love this. Cobwebs. He's got cobwebs connected to the pumpkins. Love the attention to detail there. Yeah, who's building this? Amatron's building this. I like that. I like that a lot. And grass biome over here. This is what Brian's building. He seems to be using a combination of Chapter 2 terrain and Chapter 6 or 5. I love that. Love that look. Not a lot going on yet as far as POIs and buildings go, but he does have a lot of terrain going on. Okay, we got Baby Yoda. He seems to be building a beach of sorts. Or like a desert. I like that. We got some more terrain over here. Oh, this person was using the old terrain, like Chapter 2 stuff. And then Eddie is over here. Project Zero. This is neat. I love that. Alright, you guys have about 18 more minutes just to give you some preface of time. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fly around. There's probably not been a lot done. Holy crap, I lied! Wow. Okay, so this is what Adam was building, I think. So those are those snowy mountains. We got a lot of grass over here. This is Pigs. This is what he's doing. So Pigs is kind of making this grass biome. Excuse me. Pigs is kind of making this grass biome. It seems to be... These are the Chonker Speedway galleries. So he seems to be building something with those. We're back at Spooky Spikes. This doesn't seem like it's grown too much. This is an explosive device. Oh no. This is going to blow anything up. There seems to be a dino in a cage. Okay. Oh, it's like a little town. Okay, Brian. I see you, bro. Alright. Final 2 minutes. Final 2-minute warning. I'm flying around. Alright, it looks like we're going to start in the desert. Baby Yoda has built this desert terrain with the spire house. I love that. I love what's going on there. We've got Brian. Brian is making this farm POI. I love this. Using Chapter 6 terrain, and it's looking beautiful. And I love this little archipelago that he's got going on over there. Spooky Spikes, still looking strong. This desert... or not desert, this chapter terrain with lots of large props, and a dinosaur eating the satellite. We've got, we got like a nice little town being made over here. So we got a taco store with some roads. This is looking really good. This is being made by Pigs, I think. Yep. We got Adam. Adam is making the snowy mountain landscape over here. We got Unlawful. Wow, this is super colorful. Unlawful is making this little, like, town POI as well. And then last but not least, we've got Eddie over here. And Eddie is making this little island. That seems to be self-promoing. So, I love that. I love a chance at self-promo. The Gold Rift. How did that get in there? Alright, time is up! The timer is up! Good job, everyone. This map is looking really good so far. I'm gonna let Team B in, and they're gonna they're gonna add on, and we're gonna make this a successful video. So everyone can hear me. Listen up really quickly, all right? So you guys are not allowed to delete anybody else's materials, okay? So like anything that's already been built, You're not allowed to delete it. You are allowed to add on to it. I'd really appreciate it if we didn't, like, quote unquote cover it up. But you're not allowed to delete other people's stuff. You're allowed to add on to anything. You're allowed to add mechanics. You're allowed to add terrain. You're allowed to add whatever you think is going to make this map better, okay? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Go. Get to building. What in the world? We already copying big bits of terrain. That's hilarious. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look around. So this was originally being made by somebody else on Team A, and they popped Dusty. He is expanding all of that, so I really appreciate that. We've got a volcano now. So the volcano is leaking into the desert. And that's super cool, super neat. And then we've got this portal over here. And then obviously we've got Eddie's little location over here still. Wow! We brought in a castle. So there's this castle POI now. So I really like that. We've got Monkey. They're making... That's the meteor. So the Monkey is expanding this grass terrain that was built earlier on by Unlawful. We got Koala over here. Koala is helping with Adam. Adam made the snow biome in the last map. So Koala is now tackling, I guess, the terrain and the POI that Adam wanted on that side. We have nobody over here messing with this town, so I would suggest maybe somebody helps with this town over here. Somebody has built the Butter Barn. This is Icicle. So this is their very own version of the Butter Barn. We've got all these slurp trucks over here. Stars is over here helping with what was originally Spooky Spikes. All right then. Oh, they're making a storm device. Okay, perfect. So that's actually perfect. Got this nice little primal hut being built by Droxy. What else? No one's touched the Wild Home of War. That's got Aura as a boss. And I think that's pretty much it for now. So we'll check back in later. Alright, you guys have 18 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and fly around, just check in. Alright, so we've got this meteor with the white trees. This is Samurai Square. This is being worked on by Mountain Monkey. Looking really good. This is Merc. Yeah, Merc the Champion. They've made the fortress, which has been put into the mountainside right here. So that's looking really good so far. Then we've got this volcano and a 0 point and 0 point crystals, and there's lots of stuff going on here. We got this desert. This is being worked on, I guess not currently anymore. But this was being made by Baby Yoda originally. Stars may be working on a spawn island for you guys. So that's super neat. Koala is working on this snowy mountain POI still. Not a lot has been done yet, but they're hard at work. Hard at work or hardly working? Which one? I'm kidding. It's the first one. Oh, and we've officially got a bird and a sushi. So Samurai Square is really shaping up. Alright, 10-minute warning. I'm going to be looking around again. Frost has made Love Island. That's a dangerous name. By Zero. He had to specify. I want to go check out what Stars is doing again, because Stars was making the mechanics. I'm not really sure what all this does, but I'm hyped. This is the Butter Barn that's been made next to the city, which the city still has not been worked on, but it looks like Icicle is messing with that, so they're grinding out, and I appreciate that. Koala is making this fortress on top of the snow biome, officially now being made. Samurai Square, that's being taken care of really well. I think this is probably my favorite part of the map right now, because it's the one that's like the most connected so far, because there's technically like 3 POIs here. Because we got Samurai Square, and then we also have the fortress being made by... Dang, bro, that's a long name. What does that say? Merc the Champion's Mini Fortress, use code Full Moon POI. Hey, let's go. Love that. I love that. Obviously, we still got the volcano and the 0 point in this portal. This desert, this is Outlined Oasis, I think is what they wanted to call it. So this is Outlined Oasis. And then we have this strip mall thing. Alright, I kind of messed with that. And then we've got this factory as well. So this is being worked on by Pop Dusty and Gabe. And then obviously is still the farm. And I think that's pretty much all that's changed so far. I'll check back in at the 5-minute warning. It's pretty much the 5-minute warning, so I guess I'll take another look around. Samurai Square is being shaped up really well. The volcano is not really being touched anymore. Zero is still working over here. Wow, what is this? It's like palming the 0 point. That's hilarious. The city's been expanded. Good, I'm glad we're doing that. So I think Icicle was kind of taking over that project. All right, you guys have 4 minutes left. So I know I said a 5-minute warning. I'm thinking more of a 4-minute warning. Max memory. All right, what are we gonna do, guys? You guys gotta fix that. I can't touch it. I'm sorry, but we're at 3 minutes. So we're gonna have to make some decisions. You can't delete anything that you haven't built yourself in here, right? How are we gonna fix it? And it's only max in one area. You guys are just super maxed out in the middle here. So let's make more stuff on the outside. Like maybe do our other stuff. Oh, Gold Rush West and Blackburg are now locations on the map. A lot of the memory will be deleted once you guys get rid of some of the stuff. Like we don't necessarily need these slurp trucks, guys. These are gonna be big memory. That's like 3,000 right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that's it. We'll have to take a look around. All right, let's go ahead and fly around and look at this map that everybody got to make. So I guess we'll start at a familiar spot. If we look at the map, we got a few locations to hand out. So obviously we have Spooky Spikes, which I don't believe it doesn't say what it was named or who made it, but you obviously saw that in the first part of the video. But this is a nice little location with pumpkins and obviously spikes. And then there's this really cool dinosaur eating the satellite, and then I guess a baby dinosaur. So I think there's story here. I think that the baby dinosaur is trapped and the big dinosaur is trying to save its kiddo. And then obviously we have Glizzy Goblins, which I'm not really sure what is going on here. But we've got this giant pool table with hot dogs on it, and this giant bed and a Durburger, as well as some trash and some trees. And 3 slurp trucks right here. So yeah, in the middle of the map we have the Wild Home of War, which seems to just be this small little home, but we do have a boss here. Up in the top right, kind of sort of over here, we have Blackburg, which obviously the galleries got left, but it seems to be a little suburb. We've got this taco store as well as 2 other buildings. This seems to be another restaurant. There's the door. It was just hidden by the... Oh, this is a store. Okay, cool. And then this is another place where the interior didn't get done. But it's a three building city, which is super cool. And then down here, there's another... Oh, this is the sheriff's office. Oh, wow. Yeah, this looks really good. And then over here we have... I don't think this has a location name. It does not. But we have our own snow biome. Where there's a castle that seems to have been built, or a fortress, or something like that, in the snow biome. This was tackled by Adam and Koala. Down here, this is probably the most finished part of the map, is down here. So obviously we have this piece of land with a broken road, and it's connecting these witches' huts, or these broken huts. Obviously super overgrown, beautiful willow trees, as well as a bunch of overgrown grass and vines on the buildings. And then if you go down here, we have Samurai Square. There's got a sushi restaurant, as well as some housing, and this samurai, what is this, a tower? Yeah. And then a custom bird gas station. And then a 4th building was being built, but I don't think it got finished in time, unfortunately. And then over here, we have the mini fortress. Use code Full Moon is what this is called. Yeah. So obviously this is a ruined fortress. I believe a prefab was used to make this location, and that is okay. It's got some chests in it as well. Right here, there's a mythic chest here, as well as another boss. So that's 2 bosses that we have found on this map so far. And then obviously we have the volcanic voyage. Maybe it's supposed to be voyage and just is missing the Y. But it seems to have a volcano. that's erupting into the sky, and then one singular orange tree, as well as this portal, and it's made by 7Gab. So that's interesting. And then obviously it connected down here to this part, which was created by, this was Eddie, I think, or yeah, something like that. But there's a third boss down here. This seems to be hinting at more lore. Yeah. Here on the right, we have our desert biome. This was made by Baby Yoda, and it features some spire buildings. I believe it was supposed to be made, I think it was supposed to be called Outland Oasis, but obviously we ran out of time, and Yoda was a part of the first group, so he didn't get to contribute to some of the names. And then over here, we have a factory, as well as this mall-looking area that seems to have a hand coming out of it and a sphere. I think this is meant to be like a Titan. I believe a Titan is emerging from the ground and taking this guy out. And then we have this small little farm area, I think this is. It's called Frankie Leafs. So it's got some primal pieces as well as some interesting usage of terrain. And then over here we have this nice little island as well that unfortunately didn't get any locations on it, but it does have a nice little shoreline, which is something that's unique to this island. None of the other builders use a shoreline for their pieces. And then we also have this farm. This is Sheepy Shacks. So I believe that this is kind of all supposed to be one little area here. There seems to be some teleportation features going on, as well as a varied usage of nature and some shacks and that sort of thing. So overall, I really enjoyed this map. I'm gonna set up some chests, and me and a couple of friends are gonna play it. All right, I've got Koala here. Say hello, Koala.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play this monstrosity. There are chests like literally in pretty much every location. So
Okay. Yeah.
just fly wherever you want. I put like 8 on top of your castle that you built.
Okay.
Whoa! Stars like set up something.
Oh.
I haven't played the game yet, so I haven't been able to like see what all they did because I was just looking at locations. But like in the bottom left over there, Stars like made a map, or like made mechanics. The whole bottom, like the whole map looks good, but like the whole bottom half is like super complete, and I wish there was a little bit more connecting in the middle. There's an island over here that's made by Zero. It's Love Island, and it's got like all the like the long like legendary weapon chests.
Wow.
Oh boy! All right, now you already shooting at me. Why is this green? Oh.
Come on, you got that. Oh wow.
Gotcha! No, I got you. I'm coming to get you.
Nah. Oh,
Bro, you keep running around.
I fell through the ground.
No, the terrain!
Terrain.
We'll play one more. Dude, there's not enough time for me to gather anything. And I keep getting,
Fucking land on me.
I keep getting fire masks instead of, here, I'm gonna fight this boss. Because there's like 3 different bosses on the map. Yeah, we didn't get to explore those. There's 3. There's one at the ruined fortress down at the bottom. There's one at the wild home, and then there's one at the like on the corner of the map over on the right side.
I didn't know what that-
Oh, she was super easy to kill. Took her out with ease. All right.
Yeah.
Koala, rate it. What do we think?
10. Dude, there was potential here. There was potential, and it has been utilized really nicely.
I agree. I think for the most part, this turned out really, really, really well, and I think it showcases how much talent is still in the 1.0 community.
Oh, 100%. Lots of time. I'm not even gonna lie. This would be like a nice 7 out of 10, 7.5.
Right. That's what I'm thinking
This was
too.
set up nicely. This could be an easy 8.5, 9 if this was like if there was more time given.
I agree. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today's video. If you did go on to enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're using creator code FULLMOON, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!